Hi, my name's John. Welcome to another Vevor review. 2 or 3 weeks ago I did a review on this 6 kilogram melting furnace. Vevor have now sent us its big brother, the 12 kilogram melting furnace. This will be more use to me because I tend to do bigger projects. Before we start, I want to make 1 or 2 things perfectly clear. I don't work for Vevor. Vevor are not paying me to do this review. What I do get is to keep the item I'm reviewing. Simple as that. If it's shite, I'll just say it is. This is real world. What you see here is exactly what you're going to get. Right, I've got the normal Vevor instruction manual in English. We've got 2 burners because it's a 2 burner furnace. That's the manifold. So you can obviously run 1 burner at a time. That's quite a good idea. This is the handle for the lid, exactly the same as the smaller one. It's all nicely packaged in polystyrene. Right, there's the furnace lid. It is quite a bit bigger than the 6 kilogram one. Once again, lined with clear wool. This will need treating before it's used in any sort of anger. I've got a set of tongs, not a lot of use for lifting crucibles, but they're all tongs. I modified mine, as I'll show you later. I've got a regulator with a gauge on it and a nice braided steel hose. I don't like rotor hoses around molten metal. Right, a decent sized crucible. That is a real decent size. Like I say, it's a 12. What they call a 12 kilogram crucible. This will need putting in the oven and warming up nice and slowly to make sure it's properly dried out. Right, then we've got the furnace proper. And we've got a fire brick. There's a fire brick there that goes in the bottom of the furnace. That's what the crucible sits on. Yeah, the 2 ports for the 2 burners. One thing you can do with this, you can use it as a forge for heating up. You put it that way, your 2 burners go in, and then the long piece of fire brick goes in there. So you've got a forge for heating things up to do blacksmith work, which is spot on for me because it's one bit of kit that does 2 jobs. It's all stainless steel. It's nice. It really is nice. You see this wool, it needs treating before it's used because the dust that comes off it is really nasty stuff. The 2 burners simply drop in there and they're held in with a little grub screw, and the manifold simply slips into the end. Like I say, it's got 2 taps on so you can control each burner. You can have 1 burner running or both burners running depending on what you're trying to do with it. The braided steel hose I really do like, and I don't like to see rubber hoses anywhere near molten metal. It's got nice crimped on ends, no hose clips, a rubber seal in there, so that simply screws onto there. I've got it coupled up to a propane bottle. That's one burner running. That's 2. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. It's set up as a forge now, so we'll light one. Burners are very, very controllable, just on the gas. I bought a tub of fire cement, just basically to seal the wool. The wool's really bad for you. The little parts that come off, the little hairs are really, really bad, so you don't want to breathe them in. So I'm lining the whole furnace with this fire cement, which has proven to be a little bit of a tricky job. And it will crack and wear off eventually, but at least I've now got all the wool sealed in. All the tools in the world, you still can't beat fingers for some jobs. This is left for 24 hours before you start putting any heat into it. The high temperature cement I put on here hasn't been a great success. I have had a fire in it and it's blistered up a little bit. It'll still work, it's still sealed in the K-wool, which is the important thing. I'll probably end up doing it again with some different cement, I'm not quite sure. First thing is a piece of cardboard. The cardboard burns, turns to carbon, and that's what stops the crucible sticking. I'm just going to use a small crucible that comes with a 6 kilogram furnace because I don't want to melt a great deal of aluminium. I've got some bits of scrap aluminium here. We'll put these in, light it up and get them melted. Put the crucible back into the furnace, let it cool off nice and slowly. It melted the aluminium, no problem at all. I've got some scrap bronze here. Bronze is the next one up from aluminium temperature wise. I do most of my casting work is using bronze. These are risers and sprues that I've used on previous cast that can all be melted down and used again. We'll put this in the furnace, not forgetting a bit of cardboard, light it up again and see if we can melt some bronze. It's still warm. It's actually set the piece of cardboard on fire straight away, which will help me to light it. You just have to turn the gas on and it'll go. You need to adjust the burners so the flame is just starting to come on the top of there. If it's got a big flame on, you're just wasting gas. And that's running it about 5 psi there with both burners wide open. Just starting to melt there now. As well as being used as a furnace, it can also be used as a forge for heating metal up for blacksmith work. It comes with a fire brick, and put some bits of metal in, light it up. Once the furnace is up to temperature, you can turn one off, back the other one down. It'll hold its temperature there. It just seems a shame not to waste the heat when we can have a nice scrambled egg for breakfast. Scrambled egg, butter and black pepper, that's all you need. I'm sure you'll agree that this 12 kilo Vevor furnace does exactly what it's supposed to do. It melted aluminium effortlessly, it melted the bronze with no problem at all. I'm sure if you pushed it a little bit harder, it would actually melt cast iron. Being a 12 kilogram one, it's got a bigger crucible, which is a lot more use to me because I tend to do bigger projects. It also worked very well as a forge for heating metal up for blacksmith work. If you're making knives, horseshoes, anything you want, it really is a versatile 2-in-1 piece of kit. It also does really nice scrambled eggs. There's a link in the description box to this furnace. If you buy one of the furnaces from Vevor, I do get a small amount of commission. If you buy anything from Vevor using my link, I also get a little bit of commission. That's the way it works. Would I advise anyone to buy one of these? If you're starting off foundry work, absolutely. But don't forget, you also need some safety gear. Gloves, face visor, absolute minimum.